In the quiet, humid depths of the Sumatran rainforest, a rare and magnificent event is about to unfold. It is something that happens so infrequently that it draws crowds from across the globe. Here, hidden amongst the dense foliage, a giant is preparing to bloom. This is no ordinary flower. This is Amorphophallus titanum, more commonly known as the corpse flower. Its name hints at its most infamous characteristic, a powerful, pungent odor that mimics the smell of decaying flesh. This scent, while repulsive to us, is an irresistible invitation to the specific pollinators it needs to survive, a fascinating piece of evolutionary ingenuity. The sheer scale and strangeness of this plant have captivated botanists and the public for centuries. The corpse flower represents a true marvel of the natural world. Its life cycle is one of patience and explosive, fleeting beauty. For years, sometimes even decades, it exists as a massive underground corm storing energy. It occasionally sends up a single tree-like leaf that can reach the height of a small car, gathering sunlight before withering away. Then, when the time is right, it produces one of the largest and most visually striking floral structures on Earth. This rare spectacle is a brief, dramatic performance, lasting only a day or two before it collapses. Our journey today will delve into the strange and wonderful world of this botanical giant. We will explore the very fabric of its existence through the lens of science, history, and mathematics. We will investigate its remarkable adaptations, the evolutionary pressures that sculpted its unique strategy for survival in a competitive ecosystem. We will also examine its staggering physical characteristics, from its colossal size to its deep, flesh-like coloring. The combination of these features makes it a master of deception, a plant that has evolved to imitate an animal in the most convincing way, all in the service of continuing its lineage against incredible odds. We will uncover the hidden hardware that powers this incredible display. This involves a deep dive into its internal mechanics, from the biochemical pathways that produce its notorious scent to the physical processes that allow it to generate its own heat. By combining insights from historical archives, modern scientific studies, and fundamental principles of physics, we will piece together a comprehensive portrait of the corpse flower. Our exploration will be structured around three central themes: adaptation, physical characteristics, hardware. Here we will travel back in time, using the fossil record and genetic studies. Why did it evolve to smell like rotting meat? We will examine the specific chemical compounds that create its perfume and investigate the olfactory ecology of its pollinators. Carrion beetles, flesh flies. Using simple mathematical models, we'll calculate the probability of successful pollination in a vast, dense rainforest. Next, physical characteristics, the measurable, tangible aspects, the awe-inspiring dimensions of its bloom, the protective spathe, the central spadix, the purpose of its rich burgundy color. A key focus, thermogenesis. The flower can heat itself to near human body temperature. We'll use basic physics to explain how it generates that heat and how heat diffuses into the surrounding air, helping to vaporize and spread its scent over long distances. Finally, the hardware of the corpse flower. What's under the hood? What internal structures allow it to grow so large, so quickly? Its vascular system, the massive carbohydrate reserves in its corm, the incredible rates of respiration required for its brief, energetic bloom. We'll model the plant's energy budget with simple arithmetic. It is a biological machine, finely tuned for one singular, spectacular purpose. Let us begin our journey into the heart of this strange and beautiful giant. To understand the corpse flower's strange strategy, we must first journey back millions of years into the evolutionary history of flowering plants. In the dense, competitive world of the tropical rainforest, standing out is a matter of life and death. For plants, this means attracting pollinators. Most flowers evolve to offer sweet nectar and display bright, inviting colors to attract bees, butterflies, and birds. This is a mutually beneficial relationship. Food for pollination services. The Amorphophallus titanum, however, took a radically different path. It chose not to appeal to lovers of sweetness and light, but to connoisseurs of decay and darkness. An extraordinary evolutionary gamble, to forsake common pollinators and specialize. This specialization is called mimicry. The corpse flower doesn't offer a real reward like nectar. Instead, it performs a sophisticated deception. It mimics a dead animal, a carcass on the forest floor. The imitation appeals to multiple senses of carrion beetles and flesh flies. Those insects instinctively seek decaying flesh to lay eggs, providing food for larvae. The corpse flower exploits that instinct perfectly. The centerpiece of the corpse flower's deception is its complex and powerful scent, a carefully crafted chemical cocktail designed to imitate the stages of decomposition. Among the most potent is dimethyl trisulfide. The flower also produces isovaleric acid, which smells like sweaty socks or intense, tangy cheese. Another key ingredient is trimethylamine, the compound associated with rotting fish. The release of these chemicals isn't constant. It's carefully timed to match peak pollinator activity and the flower's brief fertility window. The plant's ability to generate heat plays a crucial role. Elevated temperature helps volatilize these heavy compounds, turning them into a gas that can ride the faintest air currents. That thermal boost sends the smell far beyond the plant's immediate vicinity. From a mathematical perspective, the corpse flower's reproductive strategy is a fascinating exercise in probability. The odds seem astronomically low. By investing energy into scent and heat, the plant is effectively buying a larger lottery ticket, increasing its chances of being found. The corpse flower trades quantity of visits for quality of visit. Beetles and flies are large, strong, and able to travel long distances. We now know one successful pollination can make hundreds of seeds. So the plant doesn't need to win every time it blooms. It only needs one big success every few tries to continue its lineage. To fully appreciate the genius of the corpse flower's adaptation, we must see the world from the perspective of its pollinators. Upon arriving at the source of the smell, the insects find a structure that continues the deception. The deep, velvety burgundy color of the spathe's interior mimics raw meat. The central spadix mimics the warmth of a freshly dead animal. Fooled by this multi-sensory illusion, the insects crawl down into the base of the floral chamber. The insects are temporarily trapped inside. By the second day, the male flowers begin to release sticky, yellow pollen. As the trapped insects attempt to escape, they are showered with pollen which coats their bodies. Now covered in fresh pollen, the duped insects fly off, ready to be fooled again. The plant gets its pollen transported across the forest. The insect gets nothing but a wasted journey. The most immediate and striking physical characteristic of the corpse flower is its sheer, almost unbelievable size. The total structure can soar to heights of over 3 meters, or 10 feet. This giant structure consists of two main parts. The first is the spathe. At the center of this spathe stands the spadix. A large bloom can weigh up to 100 kilograms, or over 200 pounds. All of this material is built from the energy stored in the underground corm. The scale of the bloom is a direct physical manifestation of the energy it has saved up. One of the most astonishing physical characteristics is its ability to generate its own heat, thermogenesis, close to human body temperature. That heat does two crucial physical jobs. It aids volatilization of scent compounds. Heating the spadix supplies the thermal energy to turn them into gas. Second, the heat creates a microclimate, a convection current. It lifts vaporized scent out of the flower's deep cup into the wider air. This is powered by explosive cellular respiration. An alternative oxidase pathway shunts electrons away from ATP production and sends most energy out as heat. To truly understand how the corpse flower achieves its monumental feat, we must look beneath the soil to its hidden engine room, the corm. Under a microscope, these cells are seen to be stuffed full of amyloplasts, the tiny organelles that create and store starch. Enzymes break down starch molecules into simpler sugars, creating a high-pressure solution that is then pushed upwards. This process allows the plant to move vast quantities of energy at speed, fueling a growth rate that can be as much as 10 to 15 centimeters per day. The opening of the corpse flower's spathe is driven by controlled changes in water pressure inside the spathe cells. After 24 to 48 hours, the reserves run out. The mechanical systems begin a controlled collapse, a direct result of energy deficit. Our modern understanding of the corpse flower stands on a foundation of centuries of careful observation, collection, and documentation. The story of its discovery by Western science begins in 1878 with the Italian botanist Odoardo Beccari. His detailed field notes and sketches are precious data points. Museums and herbariums, house-preserved specimens, some dating back to the earliest collections. These specimens, though lifeless, hold invaluable information. By mapping these historical sighting locations, modern conservationists can better understand the plant's native range and how it may have shrunk due to deforestation and habitat loss. Modern scientific studies have equipped us with a powerful toolkit. Researchers now use infrared thermography cameras to create detailed thermal maps of the spadix. To understand the chemistry of its scent, scientists employ a method called gas chromatography mass spectrometry, or GCMS. Statistical methods are essential for making sense of the data. By applying rigorous statistical tests, scientists can move beyond anecdotal observation to draw robust, evidence-based conclusions. Ultimately, the story of the corpse flower is a story of integration. It is impossible to fully appreciate this plant by looking through a single scientific lens. Its existence is a symphony where biology, chemistry, and physics play in perfect harmony. Yet the corpse flower still holds its secrets close. Its rarity and vulnerability underscore our responsibility to protect these extraordinary expressions of life, not just for their scientific value, but for the sense of awe and humility they inspire in all of us. The natural world is full of such wonders, waiting patiently for us to notice. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.